Hey there, I'm Jen, and today we're taking a closer look at the Pando Moto WW women's armored shirt. Now, I'm not sure shirt is the right term. When you look at this garment, it's a little bit more of a bodysuit. So it does have coverage throughout the entire torso. It's more of like a leotard, and it does have those clips in the crotch, so you could go ahead and take it on and off from there. So I just want to clarify that right away. Now, the point of a garment like this, though, is to be part of an underlayer system. We see a lot of riders are gravitating toward this, where they like to have their underlayer have all the protection built into it. So the WW is going to have that CEAA abrasion resistance rating, and it's going to have some armor built into it. That way you can layer whatever you want on top. It could be a hoodie, a casual top, or a riding jacket. It's ultimately up to you, and that is the beauty of it. Now, this particular WW prices in at $290, so it's going to ship to you for free, and as always, our price match policy is in place to guarantee you the lowest price available. All right, so let's talk sizing. Nikki joins us today, and right now she's wearing a size medium. That's what we had on hand. As we've looked at the sizing chart and other options, we do think Nikki would probably fit a size small better. For Nikki, she normally wears in a t-shirt, either small or medium, depending on the cut of the shirt. Our recommendation to you is order the size you would normally wear in a t-shirt. All right, so let's talk about the details of the WW, and the name of the game here, it's all about the materials being used. So, in this bodysuit, what you're looking at is 65% ultra high molecular weight polyethylene. Say that 3 times fast, that's a mouthful. We're gonna just call it polyethylene for the rest of this video. What you wanna know about that, it's like a super fabric. It is very high tensile strength. That is what's giving this garment its CEAA abrasion resistance rating. Now, when it comes to armor, you're gonna get that in the shoulder and the elbow, and that is CE1 SAS-TEC Flex Air. It looks like this guy here, very bendable and moldable, and it does have those perforations for airflow, and that gives it a nice contour to the shape of the bodysuit. All right, so now that we've covered the main construction materials, let's go ahead and talk about the general cut of the bodysuit. Starting up top, you have a low profile and very stretchy collar into a 3/4 zip. For me personally, trying on these garments, I would prefer to see a deeper zip. I just had some trouble getting it over my shoulders, so just bear that in mind. And as we look at the 2 different materials happening here, so of course there's the polyethylene we talked about before on the outer edges and those high impact areas, and then across the chest and other areas where we can use a little bit more mobility, Pando Moto is using a stretch material to give you some of that stretch. Nikki, if you could turn to the side for us and just lift your arm in that side view. Now, Nikki and I talked about this a little bit. I just want to point out down here at the waistline, the bodysuit stops right there. So we recommend a high-waisted jean to make sure you always have that nice coverage with the bodysuit. You don't want your skin showing down there. And then you can see this is the polyethylene high tensile strength material coming into the sides. Again, could be a very vulnerable point if you go down on the motorcycle, so good full coverage there. Nikki, if you could turn to the back for us. On the back view, I would say this is a big miss in this garment. I would love to see a back protector included at this price point, but it's not. You do have a pocket if you want to add it in. Otherwise, you're going to see full use of the polyethylene here on the back side. Of course, when we go down the motorcycle, that's somewhere you can really drag for a while. So you're going to have all that CEAA abrasion resistance rating on the back side of the garment. And Nikki, if you could turn to the front for us. One last thing I want to point out is these little pull tabs down here on the hands. That is going to really be your best friend when you're taking this garment on and off. And I do want to stress that for all the riders out there. You're going to have to work a little bit harder to get this garment on and off. At potty breaks, it's going to be a little bit cumbersome, a little bit annoying. The plus side, though, of this garment is that you have a true, nice tapered fit through the torso. So a lot of riders worry about their jacket riding up and getting some road rash on their torso. The point of this garment is to be nice and tight and to stay in place if you should go down on the ride. All right, so that's going to be your 360 overview of the Pando Moto WW women's armored shirt. Again, this is a system, so you can layer whatever you want on top and still feel protected on the ride. Now, if you have more questions about the WW, go ahead and hit the info button on your desktop or mobile device. It's going to redirect you to the product page where you can see more product features and read some reviews from riders like yourself. If you have even more questions, give our customer service a call. They're going to be happy to help you find a base layer system that best suits your riding needs. All right, well, thanks for hanging out with Nikki and I as we take a closer look at the Pando Moto WW women's armored shirt. I'm Jen, keep it on 2.